Liam Stanton, you're running for mayor of the city of Chicago. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, man.
Liam Stanton, let me ask you something. What type of mayor, what kind of mayor does the city of Chicago need?
And I talk to people all over the city and, lots of different types of folks. And I think what we really need right now is somebody who can kind of bring the old school and the new school together. And I think that's what I bring. I grew up in Rogers Park. I'm a lifelong Chicagoan, from a long line of public servants. So I understand Chicago in my bones. I've been here forever, but I also bring kind of that new school. I've spent my career outside of politics. I've spent it in small businesses and big businesses, and I bring a little bit of that outside perspective. So I think that combination is really key right now. Somebody who's not new to Chicago but new to politics and can come in and change things for the better.
Well, you know Chicago, although you're a lot younger than yours truly, but you know how this works. People vote for people who they like. They like the way they talk. They like the way they look. They like the way they sound. Then you get to the values and maybe the political positions. So why should people who say he ain't gonna win, why should they vote for you?
Well, I think, all we're asking for is for a chance, and I think like Chicagoans, right? We don't come into it and expecting anything. We're going to work hard. We're going to put out ideas out there. We're going to meet with people, and we are meeting with people all over the city, and we're going to get the best ideas, and we're going to shout as loud as we can about them. And, listen, this is a grassroots campaign. There's no big backers here. There's no special interests. We're just, I'm a neighborhood guy. I want to see the city thrive for my kids. I have two young kids, and I'm going to work my ass off and try to put myself in a position where we can earn people's votes. And I think that's all we can do as Chicagoans, man.
Well, you only need about what, 150,000 votes to get into the runoff. So, I mean, you probably know 150,000 people.
Uh,
So where are those 150,000, 200,000 people, whether in the 10th ward or they in Addison Park? Where are these people? How do you find them?
Yeah, I think we're using a lot of digital media. So the things we're doing is digital media, and we go all over the city. It's really fun. Obviously, I've been here my whole life, and I've seen a good amount of the city. But seeing just every bit of the city has been fantastic, and we get great reception there because I think people see I'm coming at it from an earnest point of view. I have no expectation. I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to put on an idea. I'm going to try to see if I can get people to rally behind it, and that's what we're doing. So digital media is key, but also just meeting people, right? And we go out and we talk to people on the street every single day. And I think that is, I think we've lost that little in politics. We hide behind polls and all these special interest groups and all that. But I just go and talk to people, and I think that does a world of wonders.
Well, in this quick podcast by saying, how do people get in touch with you and your campaign? But how do they either meet you? I think that's the real key. How do they meet you in person?
Well, depending on when this comes out, we've got an event next week, July 30th at Chief O'Neill's on Elston. Come by. It's going to be, we're using it as a campaign reception, but the kickoff to gathering signatures, we'd love to have you. Other than that, go to stantonforchicago.com, check out our website, or you can find us on social media at Liam Stanton Chicago. And we'd love to hear from you.
Liam Stanton, thank you for being my guest.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.